Every trader's focus is to get low spreads and finding a perfect strategy. They also focus on proper entries and exits. However, before any decision is made, look for a reliable broker. We all want to have good spreads and commissions that allow us to get into the blue faster. At HankoTrade, having spreads as low as 0.0 pips with leverage available up to 500 times is just one click away. You may also choose from 3 different account types, with a minimum deposit as low as $10. Built by traders for traders. Trade and control with our recommended broker, HankoTrade.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session with Stocks Number Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Current time is around 7:50, okay, so we got about 10 minutes until that new hourly candle, 8 a.m. All right, we don't have any news today, okay, so this could be a choppy session. I know London was a lot of consolidation here until about 4:15, 4:30 time. All right, so let's be very patient today. Okay. Tomorrow we have CPI, which is news. Remember, we had last Friday, NFP. Okay. So, what we're looking for today is just a lot of patience. And if we don't pull off much, then you know what I mean. We'll just have a wait session, and then tomorrow will be our full game on mode. All right. Make sure to check the description box, guys. It's not a buy or sell channel here. We're here to provide free technical and fundamental analysis. Any trades taken upon yourself. Make sure to use 1% max for every trade. Scalping can be very volatile. All right. And guys, we're running a HankoTrade contest right now, and we will start to update you on YouTube probably later on today, and in that free Telegram group as well. So please, make sure to check that out and go from there. Okay, so guys, I don't want to waste too much time here. You can see we have gold on the daily. I want to get down to doing my top down. We're going to look at gold, Nasdaq, and GU. Okay, save US 30 for market open, very similar to how we've always been doing. And we might do, you know what? Let's change it up today, guys. We might do some oil as well instead of maybe GU, but we'll watch and see here how things are playing out. Okay. Can we check out US CAD? Not really. Okay. So if you guys took something from someone else, we're not going to look at it, guys, just because we don't really do US CAD unless there's some news. So, all right. So I can see a nice supply area coming in right above. All right. Around 1813, guys. So that's a big push. We're currently hovering at 1790. That'd be a 200 pip move around a $20 area push. Okay. So you can see we have some, let's just mark it up here, supply. All right. Going to look for some demand, which is just under it. All right. This is my area right here. Obviously, everyone is going to be different, but that's what I'm looking at currently for some demand. Okay. Okay. So let's take a peek now and try to find our daily support and resistance here. All right. See some daily resistance at that top wick. Okay, and then I see some support level just below here, guys. You can see the candle close. I'm going to use this current wick, all right, for some daily support. All right, let's take a peek now at the 4-hour. All right, guys, looking pretty good. You can see the zone that we're in right now. Okay, we're from 1794 and 1769. I see some nice hourly resistance coming in. All right, just at these wicks. It's getting pushed through right now just a little bit. So when we start to get into our 5 and 15 minute, I bet you this will become a little bit more evident than the way it's showing now. So, okay, so 4-hour support. Okay, see a nice little uptrend starting to hold here and continue. Okay, so just remember that. Let's take a peek at the hourly. Okay, so you can see here 4-hour resistance. We're just above it right now. You know, if you would like to, guys, you can move it just a little bit over to this candle here at that 5 a.m. candle close. All right, give it a little bit of a top over the current time frame. You can see that it's acting at that resistance with multiple rejections, rejection, rejection, rejection. Everything's closing below here, okay? So found it on the hourly. Okay, guys, so let's see how we're going to look now in terms of our hourly support. If we start to break this level of structure right here, guys, I think we can start to, you know, fall back and fill these wicks down at that maybe 1788, but we'll have to watch and see. Might take a little bit of time for that to actually happen, okay? You can also use an hourly support right around here, which is what's acting as hourly resistance, okay? So let's mark this up here, 1 hour support. Guys, make sure. Okay, I'm seeing some guys with some delayed apps in MetaTrader 4 and TradingView, so please just, you know, check yours and make sure it's working correctly. All right, last thing you want to do is be doing a session where it's not working. If that's the case, just walk away. You know, we don't need to force anything today. Okay, there we go. So you can see, guys, we just broke through some hourly resistance here. Okay, we're showing nice, you know, support level at this current time, but you can see then we started to push back down and we are still below here. Okay, holding. There's been multiple wicks, so I'm going to watch and see, gather some 15-minute support right on this multiple wick tab. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. I'm not really seeing much on the 15 in terms of resistance level other than right above here, so we can use this mark, okay, that 91.9, almost 92. All right, so let's use that as our 15-minute resistance here. And I'm going to drop down to the 5. All right, and this is what we're working with currently. Guys, I am in gold, all right, already. And it's from 1793, okay? And there was a trade idea sent to Discord at the price of 1793, 1792.89. As you can still see, we are still selling off here. So let me mark up where the Discord trade was, just in case you guys have any questions. 1792.89. All right, so I'll mark this up here. All right, and you can see that's what we're working, guys. And you can see that from that general area right there, we are in a steady downtrend. It's running about, you know, 27, 28 pips, looking for the continuation. Okay, so I'm looking for it to probably tap the hourly, and we're going to see how this is going to make its move overall. And I want to see if we're going to get even past this 15-minute support here. Okay. There we go. It's an idea for long or short. Generally, it's looked at on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so higher. All right. So now, guys, it's currently coming into 8 a.m. So I want to see how the new hourly candle opens up. There we go, guys. Okay, I want to send the trade idea to the not Discord, but to the Telegram so you guys can see it. And it's still running, okay? All right, so we're going to watch and see the new 8 a.m. and then we're going to look at Nasdaq, okay? Okay, so we're coming right to that hourly, guys. This is really, really sexy right now. Okay, so look, secure, you know, guys, if you guys are in on this thing can reverse here. It's coming to that nice little demand area. So don't get greedy with this. Please understand price can move in both directions, okay, pretty profusely, but again, we are in a constant sell pressure, okay? Oil is running as well, guys. Right? So I just secured 90% of this trade, which was 350, 360, 70 in between, and I'm leaving a 1% runner here, all right? Okay, so you can see the price is starting to move now. If we start to continue to break this level, guys, we don't have much below here. You can see that on the 5 minute, we have a nice opportunity right here and right here. Okay, if it's going to start to sell, but until that time, I want to see what we're going to happen out of this 15-minute support, which would act as resistance now, and the hourly. Okay, so let's just monitor this accordingly and see how price is actually going to move. All right, after this, I want to give it another 1 minute, and then we're going to head over and do Nasdaq. All right. Okay, you can see oil is starting to pick up a lot of momentum right here, and gold is starting to as well. Right, so let's head over. Let's do Nasdaq here. Okay, nice consolidation. Let's start from the daily, guys. All right, you can see it's been a nice rejection candle here. All right, trying to push through, and you can see nice rejection starting to form. So I'm looking at this mark and then around here, okay, for some supply. Okay, and then I'm looking for my nice little pocket demand area. Price is showing a lot of liquidity in here for some buying starting to happen. They've tried to break it down here. You can see multiple attempts, but the buyers have still held pretty strong. So we're going to make this a demand zone text. Okay. Next, we're going to find our daily support and resistance here. I see the daily resistance coming at the top wick. So daily resistance. And then I'm finding some nice daily support area just right below here. You can also use this general mark right in here. Okay, you can use that as a 4 hour if you're not comfortable with where we're currently at right now. All right. So you can use daily support right here before we start to break. Okay, so daily support. And we can start to break down here and look for the 4 hour support and resistance. Okay. And see here, if we do break this, guys, you can absolutely fall back down into the daily demand area. And I do see a nice 4 hour resistance just happening right above. Okay. All right, so let's take a peek now at the hourly. Okay, I'm going to get some momentum below here. All right, just finding that hourly support. I'm going to take a peek at my resistance levels here. Okay, so some resistance here forming. I also see another key level right around here for the resistance. Okay, perfect. Here's why I'm using this, guys. You can see the candle close, support level, and then you can see some resistance coming in right after it. Okay, break down, rejected, put it back. Okay, this is also acting as support. Okay, so let's mark this as our 1 hour resistance now. Okay, and let's take a peek down at the 15. Okay, so 15-minute support level, guys. Let's take a peek here, just right underneath. Okay, showing a nice bottom wick right here. And then another top wick right here. Okay. All right, so let's drop down to the 5 now. See how we're working. All right, so I'm working in the zone between the 4-hour low, all right, and then the 15-minute support. So this is looking pretty good. We're in a little bit of a consolidation right now. All right, I'm looking for a potential Nasdaq opportunity for a buy. Let's mark this up right here. Coordinates are 08825. Okay, it's a little higher, but you can see potential Nasdaq buy area right in here. Okay. Let's change that text so you guys can see this here. Okay, so if it gets rejected, guys, it's just going to continue to fall. All right, we're in a short-term uptrend here. So let's give it some time. But again, if it does start to make a move to the upside, that is the opportunity for the long position that I'm looking right above here. Okay, maybe to that general mark, we'll adapt a stop loss here once we get a little bit more in that area. If it does, if not, guys, we're going to start to break this 4-hour support. Okay, and then look for the potential drop continuation here, which will look something, hopefully we're going to retest the support level as it once did right here. Okay, we start to break, maybe retesting, and then you can see we might start to fall in terms of some bearish momentum just below here. Okay. So let's just watch and see how gold is moving too. Okay, a little bit of rejection on gold here. If we do break on gold, guys, okay, I'm looking for the short position just below. All right, you can see we closed a bit higher than this previous structure. So if we're going to break here, we need to break this low, 1788 for the continuation. If not, they could push it back down, hold that level of demand in here short term for the overall continuation. Okay, so we're just breaking below the 50. You can see we're going to retest it again. Okay, so we're coming back up to that 4-hour resistance here. Okay, and let's take a look at GU, guys. So Nasdaq is pushing back down. All right, looking for that potential continued sell below the 4-hour. Okay, looking at a engulfing candlestick here, guys. So if we do tend to break below this short area right down here, okay, we can look at something like this, which is just following this pathway to the right. All right. Okay, so let's monitor. Let's take a look at the DXY, how we're looking too. Before we do that, I just want to set some alarms here. Okay, guys, so we're approaching this area right here. If we get a retest, if we get a break of this structure, right, we need to close below. If not, they're just going to hold that hourly support, and you can see start to walk back up. So I'm not looking for anything just yet until we start to actually even pierce this level. Okay, if once we start to pierce it, then that's a little different. But for right now, you can see we are just holding into that consolidation area. Okay. Okay, and again, remember Tuesdays, guys, can be a little bit choppy. We do have some news coming up tomorrow. All right. You can see on the 10th, we do have CPI. Today, we have absolutely nothing. So it could be one of those days where it's just choppy, consolidative, sideways trading, which, baits a lot of traders in. So I try to mention to you to just sit on the sideline if you're not comfortable with this, or if you don't even want to trade. You know what I mean? Let's watch. Okay, guys, so Nasdaq is testing here. All right, there we go. See if we can get in a nice little sell here. Let's see the retest candle, guys. Got about 3 minutes here. Okay, so this is an indecision impulse breakdown. Okay, we're just gonna see if we're gonna get that continuation. I did a small feeler sell here, guys, a very small feeler sell. It's $1, okay, and if it starts to get up to the top of that consolidation, then I am going to exit. All right, so let's just watch and see how this is going to move. Okay, so Nasdaq is right in the entry point. All right, there you go. Starts to drop a bit. Let's take a quick peek at gold. You can see it drop down again. Okay, starts to break that hourly, looking for potential areas of sells. Okay, right down here into a liquidity where buyers are probably sitting there waiting to pick up. Okay, so Nasdaq is dropping, guys. There's a little divergence here. All right, you can see that Nasdaq is in a sell trend in terms of candlestick price. Okay, but then you can see the RSI is starting to show nice divergence here. That's why I said small lot size, guys. I think Nasdaq, the potential buy area could be a little bit more opportunistic. All right, but we'll watch and see how the first couple candle closes leading into our 8:15, which will be 2 minutes. All right. Okay, so let's monitor, check out gold again. Okay, looking gold is still looking like it's a sell pressure here. Okay, a lot of volume has tried to push up here. You can see testing that overall neckline, and you can see it is starting to fall here, guys. So let's just watch and see. Okay, we are in a little bit of a trend here. The price is starting to close higher. You can see it's closing higher here in this previous structure, and this structure is closing higher. You can see it's holding so far above this previous rejection, all right, which sent price to the downside. So that's what I mean. If we break, guys, all right, if we break this level here, I think that we can probably start to fall back down to the initial, maybe 1787 area, okay? But again, it's going to be a choppy day, I think. I can already tell by the way the price is moving here. A lot of indecision, not harami, spinning top candles. There's divergence being spotted here. So this is what I mean. Just take some patience here. Don't rush anything, and go from there. So Nasdaq is starting to push a little bit in the upside right in that consolidation. So remember we talked about an impulse drop. Here's the new candle. Here's the 8:15, guys. All right. Now at this time, I'm going to head over and do GU. So just monitor this. All right. So I'm down about $4 right now in terms of the reversal. All right. If it gets above that trend, I will exit. But other than that, I'm just going to still hold it. Small lot size. Gold is pretty good this morning. So just want to see how this is actually going to play out. All right. All right. So let's go take a peek at that GU. All right, guys. I'm looking at key levels right here. Okay. And they are, it's on the 5-minute. Oil, not so. I wanted to chart oil, okay, but we are looking at a different move on oil right now. It's currently selling off, guys. So we'll take a look at some more around 8:30. All right, let's look at GU. I'm looking at buys at around 20719. 20719 GBP. Okay, right around in there, and then my selling opportunities will be right around here. 21278. Right around here. So we're in that midpoint, guys. All right, between buy and sell opportunities here. You can see it's the top and bottom on the 5. Okay, right now all we're in is just some consolidation, waiting for price to break out of structure here. Okay. Okay, so you can see Nasdaq push down about $9. I'm going to exit that. All right. In a second here, I want to see if it's going to close above or below. Okay. I want to see gold too. There we go, guys. The continuation here, looking past this hourly. This is the critical area where if it's going to short, guys, this is where we're looking. You can see that we are breaking below that 50 line here, looking for that continuation. I did mention the hourly support break. All right. So if you caught it below there, great. Guys, if you understand here in our Discord, this trade is running from 1792. And you can see that that is a 45, 46 pip runner there. Okay. So this is just icing on the cake. This is my 10% runner still running. All right, I've been in gold sell since the top. Okay, so remember this is the critical area where we need to have a continuation. All right, there is buyers stepping in here. We all know this. All right, so this is the original candle here. You don't just press sell yet. Okay, wait until it closes. Wait till the next one opens. I'm assuming that you guys know this by now. Okay, if not, then you need to probably hear it from me just once. All right, you don't just enter in on impulse. You watch and see how the candle closes. All right, and this is in some demand area. We have not even looked at our support or resistance in terms of moving averages. Okay, all we look at is our RSI. So let's take a look at the 9. It is below here, looking pretty good. We're right at that 200, guys. So if this thing breaks below here, then you're going to see a nice little flush. If not, you might see some liquidity push and then start to push maybe back near that hourly or the 15 minutes. So we'll tell in about 24 seconds here. You can see, all right, price is getting a little bit rejected here. So that's why I tell you, don't just slam themselves yet. All right, watch and see, because we're coming to that critical area. Looking for potentially a death cross, all right, which would be the 9 crossing the 200, which will send price to the down. Probably downside towards that 1867, 1866. Okay, so there you go. You can see if you waited, guys. Okay, look at this. You can see what happens here. This is why I'm telling you to wait. 820 coming in, new candle close. That's why you don't just randomly sell on impulse. All right, you watch and see, and you wait for the current candle to close. You can see that this is no sell. It was voided. All right, we're pushing right back up here, guys. A lot of volume. Okay, look at the size of this candle here. All right, that's from 89. That thing's at 91. That's almost a 25 pip candle move coming from that overall demand area right here. All right. So now it's a patient game here. Okay. I'm about 50% from the overall trade. Was just eaten up by that on a 10% runner. Okay. So now we're going to watch and see the next big moves. All right. So let's check out everything now with that 820. That was a big move coming in on gold. You can see that Nasdaq is pushing up. All right, so these buys, all right, are coming back down here. That's about a 10 pip loss. Okay, so we can eliminate this current structure at this time for now. I do think that divergent play is going to start to come in here. All right, and looking for potential buys right above that area right here. Okay, so this mark would be 13088. Okay. Okay, so nice rejection here. So let's set some alarms now. This is a perfect opportunity to, all right, add an alarm here. And we can see we're going to add an alarm right at the price opportunity here, okay? Okay, guys, so take a peek at GU2. We're bouncing right off that trend, okay? Coming to a nice little area here. If we do break above, that's what I'm looking for in terms of a buy for GU here, so we can watch and see. Right around in here, guys, nice price structure. Wait for the confirmation close. You can put your stop loss near the 9 EMA, maybe a 10 pip stop loss. See if we can start to walk up on GU here, getting to the price, okay? So let's take a peek one more time at gold here. Okay, pushing up, pretty similar. All right near that 15-minute resistance level. Very big candle, looking for a potential continuation on gold. Okay, so guys, if we break and we get up to that 1792, all right, if we get up to the 1792, I will look to take another opportunity for a sell here. In and around here. Okay. And you can have your stop loss mixed however you would like. Let's just see how this is going to move. Okay, so GU's moving a bit, I do believe. Let's take a look. Okay, we're slowly starting to break above on GU, guys. Okay, just the wick has pierced. Okay, so now we need to see a closure above here, all right? If we don't close above, this is going to push right back down, guys. Okay, so here's the initial break. Here's the retest, guys. Let's see if it's going to fold or hold. Okay, you have your Nasdaq also pushing a little, right? Breaking above, coming right near that structure. So let's watch and see Nas. I am in on a Nas buy. I've already made up for it. Okay, that little loss. So we're gonna watch and see now. Monitor GU, monitor everything. Okay, guys, I actually have to quickly just go let the dog out for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, so monitor this trade and we'll go from there. Okay. Sorry, guys. Dog was going crazy at the door. All right. So let's take a look, guys. Nasdaq starting to push here. Let's see if GU held that overall structure. We're about to get an alarm go off if Nasdaq does touch. Okay, there we go, guys. GU is flying. All right, GU is pushing up. Nice movement here. Okay, I'm running about 3 pips. Anyone else in GU, guys? Let's watch and see what we got going on here. About 5 pips. This overall move, we're looking at maybe a 15 pip move. Okay, we're coming to the first rejection candle that can happen here. So we got to see a lot of momentum start to push up. All right, so let's just watch and see. Nasdaq, guys, let's take a look. There we go, just coming to it. Okay, so Nasdaq is right at that previous resistance level. So we need to see a break confirmation close above here for the continuation. All right, I'm running about 7 pips. I got in a bit early as soon as it crossed the 9. Okay, so we need to see, guys, before you just jump in to enter anything like we waited down here, if we're going to have that confirmation close. Okay, I want to see how gold is looking as well. Okay, gold is pushing right back down. Didn't make it up above that 1792, so but you can see the sell pressure is still very strong, leading in on gold. Okay, would have been a great setup if it would have came up there, but you can see it's starting to push back down and tap that 9. All right. And you can see GU is getting a little bit of push down too, which is to be expected, guys. Okay. Why? Take a look at this level right here. Look at all the resistance. Okay. We need to have a continued close above for this kind of structure to, break above that 21200, all right, which is psychological rejection area. So don't get greedy here, guys. If you guys are happy with this, you know what I mean, move your stop loss to break even, secure some percentage, and leave a little bit of a runner, all right? Okay, here's the new candle, guys. You can see, all right, just tapped. Okay, nice rejection here, all right? So like I said, ran 5 pips, clean resistance area. So we now want to see what's going to happen when we get to the 9. If it starts to close below, guys, then you look to exit, and it is what it is. Or if you move your stop loss to break even, you would have had your stop loss hit, okay? So let's just watch and see. We'll monitor this accordingly, guys. Just check out everything else. You see that Nasdaq got rejected, pushing right back in. All right. So you can see that consolidation is real time. So potential buys, nothing happened right around there. All right, just got pushed back right down into that overall move. Okay, so this is still a good opportunity. All right, but again, it just didn't pull through at this time. Me, I'm actually right at almost break even right now. Okay, it's still holding that little trend. Okay, I've not exited, still holding. So we're gonna see now how this is gonna move over the next probably 15 minutes coming into 8:45. All right, and you can see that gold is starting to push, coming near that overall 1792.89. All right. This is a kind of a similar setup that has happened before. Okay, so gold might not trigger right away. So if you have limit orders set at these key levels here, just remember they don't just reverse exactly at the time that we're looking for. Okay, so what can happen is price can start to push up. All right, exactly how it's doing. All right, and it can start to maybe push up here. All right. All right, so you can see that it might come back down and then start to flop back. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so if that's the case, just remember that in and around here, guys, I'm looking for some sell areas. Okay, if we get above here, I'm still looking for sells unless we break above this daily resistance here, which then we're just going to flush and have a continuation. All right. Well, guys, we all take losses here. I'm telling you right now. I was down 600 on an NZD trade that happened yesterday. It ended up going down 1,000. Okay, and the members saw it live, and it's no joke. I still held for about four. I'm still actually holding that trade, almost at a little bit down, but I layered in some other trades and almost made up for it. So we're just gonna wait and see how the next little move is gonna go. But again, you don't need to have crazy lot sizes, guys. All right, you guys gotta understand that. Normal lot sizes are completely fine. If you over leverage, it doesn't give you any room to breathe. All right, that's the thing. Okay, guys. So you had another multiple attempt here to break this. All right. So you can see if we're not going to close above here, guys, this might all we're going to get on GU, which that's all we can get. That's all we're going to get, right? But again, give it a little bit of time here. See how we're going to move. Give it a little bit of a stop loss. So let's just watch and see how it's going to move. Okay. Let's see gold too. There we go, guys. I'm running 100. There we go. Beautiful Nasdaq. Beauty, beauty. Okay, so like I said, look for your TP to be that 13100, 13105, 1311 area. Okay, we're coming to it is a lot of rejection in here. Okay, so to get that overall push, you're gonna need a lot of momentum for the continuation. All right, I'm running good profit leading in from that overall 9 EMA cross. Okay, is anyone else running in Nasdaq? All right, I see some people in Nasdaq sells. Okay, so just be careful if you guys are in Nasdaq sells. We're not looking for a huge push movement on NAS for the continuation, but again, short-term pullbacks lead to potential long-term gains here. There we go. Coming to that hourly here. Okay, GUs is still indecision, guys. It's giving you multiple opportunities to, you know, get out of here if you guys are not comfortable with holding in any kind of drawdown trade. You know what I mean? I still think that it has some juice left. Here's the new candle open up. All right, so GU is still holding here. Nasdaq is still holding. 835, guys. I'm looking for the 845 for the next bigger move on both of these instruments here. Okay, you can see that gold, all right, is back at 1790 here. Okay, pushing right back down from that overall rejection, coming near that 1792.5. Okay, so let's just take a peek at that. Okay, so 1792.5, you can see nice resistance pushing back, touching that 9 EMA here. Okay, so I'm just biased towards sells at that 1792. And you can see that if you did, you would have had multiple opportunities. I think that price can come back down if we close below that 9 EMA and start to hold. If not, if it really holds above here, guys, you're going to see this thing start to push and walk up. All right. Okay, gold is starting to push here, getting in that 4-hour resistance. Nasdaq is still holding above. Okay, so if you guys are not happy or comfortable with holding these kinds of trades, you don't need to. All right, it gave us a nice little push here. I'm still holding it, guys. I'm running about 9 pips. All right, you can see it's slowly coming back down. I will still hold a little bit here. I did take off some of this. All right, looking because of the overall rejection. I actually smashed some percentages off at that hourly. Okay, simply because I know it's a higher time frame. All right, and it's important to realize that price can still push up, but you want to just secure some at least that will pay your spread or commission or the overall trade that you may be down in throughout the day or whatever it may be. Okay. All right, I really want to see GU too. GU is kind of pushing back down from what I'm seeing here. That's what I mean, guys. So if you guys are not comfortable holding and drawdown, you know what I mean? That's why I said look to secure, get out at break even. All right. And you can see now we're coming back to that 9. So if it does start to break below here, guys, you know what I mean? That would be your exit point. Okay. GU and, gold are probably following suit right now. All right. So this is only about 4 pips. So if you guys are not comfortable in it, look to exit. If all we're going to get is 5 pips, all we got is 5 pips. Okay. Let's just watch and see here. I'm going to start to draw that trend. And we're going to see how this is going to move. Okay. Let's see Goldie here. They're saying gold is strong. Okay, gold is pushing up right at that 1792. So let's watch. Okay, Nasdaq is still showing nice signs here right now, by the way, guys. Okay, so if you're still in Nasdaq and you're happy, like I said, you can see it's starting to push up. Just getting a little push down from that hourly, but it's giving you a nice opportunity for the potential continuation. All right. Okay, so gold is coming to that 1793 area. I do believe we're right above. Okay, yeah, 1793. Okay. So let it do its thing here. 1792.88 is the strong. What time is news, guys? Let's not be lazy, okay? And let's look at Forex Factory for ourselves, all right? We have no news today. Okay, guys, I am in a small little gold sell here, all right? And I'm still holding my original position. It's right roughly back at break even. Okay, so you can see, remember we talked about this, nice pushing. If you guys are not comfortable with trading gold, kind of counter trading, there's no need, all right, for you to even do so. Let price do its thing, okay, and then you can watch and see. Just don't hammer out sells if you're not comfortable with that right away. Okay, so it's opening up with a nice bullish momentum here. You're seeing a little bit of a top wick. So let's watch and see. All right, Nasdaq pushed down, guys. So watch Nasdaq here for a sec. Let's see that US 30 is starting to push up. Let's see how Nasdaq is looking. Okay, push down. You can see we're still in a motion here for the trend. Okay, still holding above the 9. That's what I like. Still looking good. Humphrey, let's take a life lesson here, okay? Go to Google and look up Forex Factory. Okay, this is going to help you. So I'm not trying to be rude at all. I'm just want you to understand something. Go to Forex Factory and then just look at today's date, and then you can see this is the news right here. Okay, so that will help you out with instead of you asking questions of where to find news and stuff like that. That's exactly what you want to look for. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at GU, guys. You can see GU is pushing right back down in there. So as I told you, if you guys didn't secure, you can see I told 9 EMA was the securing. Would have hit your stop loss for about 5 pips. Okay, it's about 5 pip drop to down there. You can see it's about 4 pip right below the 9 EMA. Okay, so those are on a 1-to-1 trade. Okay, and you can see that we would have lost. All right, this trade right here and hitting your stop loss. So it's a nice sell opportunity. Let's take a look at gold and see if we can make this up with gold. Okay, Nasdaq is pushing back down, tapping the 9. And you can see that gold is starting to hover right around that position again. Okay. I'm running 4 pips on the gold sell here currently. Okay, so we're going to see if this is going to get a continuation. Once I get about 5 or 6, I'll put my stop loss to break even, and we'll go from there. Okay. There we go. Beautiful, guys. Hey, if you want to confuse where you have your stop loss, you can have it right up here, wherever it may be, wherever you want to. Okay, if you want to move your stop loss to break even, if you want to have a wider stop loss, you can. All right, there's a lot of momentum on gold. Okay, this might be a short-term pullback for the overall continuation. All right, I'm still running about 4 pips in and out. Okay, so if this doesn't break continuation, guys, I'll look to secure, and then we might look for the overall continuation, maybe in the bullish direction, which has been the momentum push for quite some time. Okay. Okay, you can see the Nasdaq push back down, guys. All right, you can see it's right into that consolidation area. It's still holding above that trend. All right, potential buy led to, nice continuation opportunity here for maybe about 7-8 pips. Wasn't too much. All right, 7. Now you can see we're pushing right back along that trend here. Okay, so if that's the case, guys, don't let this thing run forever. If you guys didn't secure here, all right, then just monitor this accordingly, and we'll go from there. Remember, I told you guys Tuesdays are a bit, they can lead for a lot of head fakes. All right, not much continuation momentum here. You might have this pop off maybe near market open. We're coming to 8:45, guys. Okay. All right, I'm still in with that 1%, like I told you. I just want to see how the overall move is going to be, coming into that 45 in the new 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. guys is really important. You saw what happened yesterday at 9 a.m. All right, and it wasn't a pretty factor. Everything just started to pick up volume, and that was when the move started to happen. Okay, so we have about 15 minutes for that time. Okay, and in that it could be some consolidative movement, it could be some sell-off. We just have to watch price. That's all we got to do. Okay, there's gold, guys. There we go. Let's see if we can slowly break that wick structure. Okay, so you can see they're holding. So if you guys are in on this, all right, and you guys are in a pip, maybe a couple profit here, look to secure some, all right. Price can start maybe push back in here. You might see a little bit of drawdown happening. Okay, so let's just watch and see. It did drop about 5 to 7 pips, and you can see it's starting to push now right to that break-even area. Okay, so if that's the case, don't be stupid here and let these things run forever. Secure some if you didn't already. If you're not comfortable with it, hit the stop loss at break-even trade, and then just wait until 9 a.m. Okay, so let's watch. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Still holding above that trend. There we go. I'm still in a Nasdaq buy, and I am just going to add one right now. Small lot size. So let's move. Okay, so you can see gold is starting to push up now, exactly kind of what we mentioned. So if you didn't secure, right, you can see it's slowly starting to go into that drawdown mode. Okay, don't let this thing hold forever. Obviously, just watch and wait. And we can take a peek at GU as well. Okay, so GU guys, if you held here, you can see it's starting to push to the upside here, very similar to gold. All right, if you want to re-enter again, you absolutely can. Let's just watch and see how this move is going to make. I want to erase this overall trend line. RSI favors gold buy. Just be careful watching RSI alone, okay? Okay, a lot of chop. Okay, you can see that gold and Nasdaq. Nasdaq still holding there, looking good. Okay, so coming into that 850, guys, all right, you can still see that Goldie's in drawdown now. Okay, you can see GU's pushing back up. Okay, where's gold? I'll show you guys. Okay, so nice little push continuation here. So you guys can see if that's where your stop loss was, it would have hit. All right, for me personally, guys, I would have my stop loss at the daily. I mentioned that beforehand. That was just an example to show you. You can use a wick structure, you can use daily, whatever it may be. I'm willing to give it, from 92, okay, to 94.6, around a 30, 40 pip stop loss. That's just me personally, all right? But again, everyone else is different. So I'm still in that gold sell here, still holding, all right? I did tell you that price could probably come in around this area, okay? And why? Because of this overall structure to the left right here, okay? So left structure in terms of resistance has started to kind of show its face. You can see long wick, and 2 previous candle closes. All right. See, yeah, we've been in oil sells for quite some time actually. It's about 7:30. You can still see we're selling off here, still holding above that 9. All right, looking to fill that wick. Okay, guys, here's the new candle open up. This is that 850. All right, this is what I wanted to see here. Guys, remember Tuesday, I said it before a couple times here on the stream right at the beginning, so I know there's people coming in a little later. But judging by the news, guys, most of the bigger moves are going to start to happen tomorrow. Okay, you can see nothing here, and then we have all of the CPI news starting to form at 8:30 tomorrow, guys, which we will be doing live. All right, so, and then you can see we do have a Thursday folder coming in at 8:30 as well. All right, we have PPI, core PPI, and unemployment. Some of my favorite folders to trade, especially unemployment claims. This thing is very erratic and has a lot of nice movement for gold to happen. Okay, so, and then on Friday, you can see that we have 2 a.m. news and then 10 a.m. So it's looking pretty good for the rest of the week. We just got to get through these pretty much today, and then we'll see how it's going to move. Okay. Okay, so guys, I'm going to tell you a couple things that can happen here. All right, from my outlook of this. Okay, this looks like a bullish potential flag pattern here. All right, you can see the flagpole. All right, you can see there's a lot of momentum sticking in here. I can see the flag starting to form. Okay, so if gold does not break down below here, guys, all right, if we don't get a close below, then this price can start to push up, and maybe make a nice little continuation to the upside. Let's take a look at the 15-minute, guys. Looks like a nice W pattern, okay, or it looks like a head and shoulder, one of the two. All right, judging by these long wicks, we'll have to wait and see, probably at that 9 a.m. Okay, so just be aware of price. It's showing directions in both ways. It can show head and shoulder, and it can show a W pattern for the continuation. I'm still in that gold sell, guys, so we're gonna watch and see if we can break through the structure. Want to see GU? See the Nasdaq push back down, guys. Okay, still holding a little bit below that trend, down about 3 pips. Okay, and we're gonna see what kind of move we're gonna get after, coming in for that 9. So let's take a look at GU as well. You can see that GU push back down, guys, still holding above that 9 EMA. All right, like I said, if your stop loss was around the entry or the bottom of here, okay, you can see it would have been hit. Where we sent one for potential buys, guys, was right around in here. Where was it? 2100, right down in this area. So it's about maybe a 10-15 pip drop, looking for the overall bigger move. Okay, so 100, right around there, about 12-13 pips. Okay. Okay, DXY showing bearish territory, guys. Okay, we're at the bearish DXY target. We just broke below there again. Let's take a look at this on the hourly. Okay, so you can see we tapped here once, made a nice rejection here, attempt to break again, and now we're pushing right back down. Okay, so let's just watch and see. I think that the next targets we have are the low, all right, obvious. So we'll tap right there, add an alarm. And then we're gonna add one more right up here. So we already got one at both areas, perfect, okay? So there's GU starting to push, guys, right at that 200 on the hourly. All right, getting that nice little wick down. Let's take a look at the 5. Okay, let's take a look at Nasdaq. Pushing right back up, not letting it drop below that trend so far. Okay, you can see that the 9 EMA is acting as that critical support and resistance, guys. Okay, you can see now it's slowly starting to attempt to break through. we're still on this little trend here, but we can actually remove that and just see that. Look at this move, guys. These moves are absolutely horrible here. Okay, horrible right now. It's like a push-pull movement. All right, so you know, if you guys are still in on this and you're not comfortable with the 9 a.m., it's up to you. All right, I still have a lot size running through this, so we'll see how it's going to move. Gold is starting to push back up. So remember I told you about that bullish potential flag pattern here. It's looking like it's starting to fill that wick. All right, if you guys are still in the sell and you didn't want to exit, okay, remember, use the daily as your stop loss. All right, if you're comfortable with holding through 9 a.m., understand the risks that come along with it. Okay. Okay, so there's the move, guys, looking for a continuation here. Okay, so we got about 2 minutes and 57 seconds until 9 a.m., guys. All right, let's just move this over here so it doesn't look like this is a bullish trade. All right, just don't want people thinking that we got the big buys here. Okay, so here we go, coming into the 2 minute mark, just starting to happen underneath, guys. So 9 o'clock is the new 4 hour candle, so that's why we're all waiting for that time. Just in case you guys are not familiar with that. All right, you can see that Nasdaq slowly in that consolidation move here. We're not down much on Nasdaq, to be honest with you. You can see it's really only in terms from there to there, it's about 6 pips. So like I said, if you're not comfortable with that, I'd rather take a 6 pip loss than something like a 30, 40, 50 pip drop if it does want to continue down in the downtrend. Okay, so just keep in mind here, nice little downtrend starting to show. All right, but again, we're in a slow bottom uptrend from the 4 hour support. Okay, let's take a look at GU as well. You can see that GU actually went back to right at break even and got rejected. So we know that this is a critical level. Okay, we know that 21129 is critical. Okay, so you can see it's pushing right back down. So if you guys were holding here, you could have got out at break even rate at this mark right there, or within maybe a 1 to 2 pip stop loss, or sorry, 1 to 2 pip drawdown in terms of a loss, which is much better than having a 20, 30, 40 pip. We had someone yesterday hold gold in 80 pip drawdown. I didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? So just make sure you understand that you're not looking to hold for 80, 90 pips unless you're doing swing trading. All right, so just make sure you guys understand that. All right, still consolidated. And you can see Goldie is starting to push up just a little bit. Okay, so here's the 9 a.m. candle, guys. Okay, you can see we're still holding that trend. All right, you can still see that not much erratic behavior has started to happen just yet. All right, there we go. New 4 hour. One sec, guys. Okay, so if you guys are not comfortable with this, All right, you guys can exit at break even now, and you would just be paying like a spread and commission. That's the only, or just a commission lot. If you're comfortable with it, you can hold and go from there. Okay. Yusuf, not much actually. 8 on the one, 8 pips. That's about it. Okay, let's take a peek at GBP USD, guys. See, Nasdaq's pushing back down in there. Okay, so you can see if you guys didn't want to take that 6 pip loss, you're going to start to extend this a bit. It's still in that consolidation zone, which can still obviously have that push, no issues, but just monitor this accordingly. And then you can see that GU started to drop a bit, guys, getting near that 2100 mark. And you can see it's still holding that little trend. Looks like a potential inverse head and shoulder pattern here starting to hold. Okay, so we're going to see if that's going to actually have the follow through. Okay, so gold just exploded up, guys. Okay, just to let you guys know that. That's why I told you look to secure, all right, when you could. Rate of break even, you can see that gold is starting to push. It's not to say that it cannot fall, but it is still looking very bearish, or sorry, very bullish at this time. Okay, and why? It was all to deal with the 9 EMA. So if you guys did not exit out at around this area right here, you can see you're still in drawdown, all right? And you can see that the 9 EMA is holding that nice critical level of support here, okay? So monitor this accordingly, guys. The new 4-hour candle, you can see initially started out a little bit bullish here, then it pushed down, and now it's starting to hold the key level here at that 1792, okay? Beforehand, guys, you can see to the left, this was the original trade idea that we sent, and you can see it sold off here. So again, you want to follow history. History does repeat itself. That's why I'm looking at, and was looking at, another continuation sell here. Just didn't drop below hand. It dropped below, maybe about 5 pips every now and each time for about maybe 15 minutes. And then you can see it starting to close above and not letting it drop down. It did give you that opportunity to close roughly around break even, which I mentioned. And if you didn't, guys, you can see it starting to shoot back up, probably coming towards your daily stop loss. Okay, so monitor accordingly, and we'll go from there. Okay. I want to take a look also at the DXY here, guys, judging by the new 4-hour time frame. Okay, there's GU, a little bit of indecision right now. Gotta love Tuesdays, guys. Okay, and then there is your continuation sell on the DXY here. Oh, guys, oil. Guys, you guys know the 92 mark here. Let's just show you. Oil already did at 92. Let's see what we got going on here, guys. So beautiful 92 sell. We all know, guys, in the Discord, that move right there, 92, that's your overall TP 91. Okay. Big drop off, guys. I'm saving that one for you guys. All right. And you can see that this thing is just pummeling, guys. It's been dumping off huge. We've been, yesterday, that oil sell we had was that buy, guys, ran about 280 points, 280 pips, and you can see this thing is already running, roughly about, 57 pips for the continuation. All right. That's a big move, guys. Wow. I'm in that with, I secured originally when I went down here, okay, and I just have a small little rudder for the continuation. So let's just see how this is going to move. Re-enter an oil, Diego. No, you missed your trade entry here. You had multiple attempts here to look for 92. Okay, so let's just watch and see. Okay, Dow's pushing up a little bit. There's Goldie pushing up. Okay, so remember that sell should have been taken out right near that break-even mark. And if you didn't, guys, you can see it broke the daily, guys, and it's starting to shoot. You know, that's a big candle, guys. We're talking about new 4-hour switch. A candle right there. You're looking at about a 30, 40 pip candle. That's a big move, guys. That's a very big move, okay? So if you guys were holding and you didn't exit, that's your stop loss hit. All right, would have been nice. So gold, you can see bouncing from 4-hour demand here. Okay, and it's still starting to shoot for the upside. Okay, so we're looking for probably that 1800 mark, okay, coming in. All right, looking pretty juicy, guys. Looking pretty opportunistic. So watch at 1800, see how this is going to go. All right, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's take a look at Nasdaq. You can see it's still in some consolidation here. All right, looking for a potential resistance level holding, still in that consolidation. So monitor this accordingly, guys. We're coming to 905. All right, and still holding that overall downtrend here. All right, and then we'll take a look at GU. Okay, so GU actually gave you another opportunity right at break even, you know, to get out. But look at these candles, guys. They're horrible in terms of momentum. They're pushing and pulling. There's no volume in holding even the candlestick, right? You can see that they're just consolidating right around that 9 EMA, all right? Okay, so let's just monitor everything here. Nasdaq still consolidating. Let's take a look at the DXY. Okay, so DXY, guys, did actually dump back down to that support at that 106.02. All right, you can see to the previous left. All right, nice support level holding. Okay, let's take a look down. GU is still pushing. Nasdaq still consolidating. And you can see gold is still pushing, guys. Very big move. We're going to probably tap 1800 here. So let's get right up here. Let's look. Mark up 18. Okay, so from the daily break at 95, that's about a 50 pip move, guys. $5, 17.95 was the daily resistance. And you can see the type of momentum we needed to break there. Okay, big continuations here. You know, leading into that 1800 mark. We're getting some hold up here at that 1798, 1799. If you look to the left, guys, always take a peek at the 15-minute. All right, probably need to go to the hourly here. Haven't been here in a while. Okay, we got some hold up right here at that 1798. Okay, 1799 is going to come next. So let's just take a peek back at the 5. And then go from there. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to monitor this for about 1 minute, guys, and see how the new candle opens up. It's going to be the 910 candle. Okay. Momentum is strong here, guys. There's about 12 seconds left. You can see the oil push right back up. So 5-minute candle, you can see a huge dump and then a huge pump. All right. All right, 1798 here, starting to throw. Okay, let's see where the whole number is. 1797.50. Okay, so we're watching at a hold of 1797.50. Okay, you can see if you start to hold here, it's starting to push. Okay, if it starts to break down here, it's going to come right back down. Okay, so let's watch and see here. Momentum is still very strong. You don't really want to be counter trading on gold 100%, but if, like I said, if this thing does start to sell off here, it's probably going to come back down right on the 9 EMA. Okay. And that is, okay, 911 coming in. Nasdaq still strong here, guys. Okay, I did take a little bit of a gold sell here. All right, right near the top at that 97.50. That's why I marked that. All right, is running about 10 pips. Okay, so we're just going to see what kind of continuation we're going to get. All right. If you guys are not comfortable with gold anymore, you guys can just sit back and watch. All right. It's going to probably come back down and retest the daily, guys. Okay. Oil just rocketed up back to that 92.62. Okay. So understand that all commodities, guys, very bullish right now. Okay. Short-term pullbacks are not going to last forever. All right. So remember, you're looking at maybe about 10, 15 pips for kind of pullback opportunities here. All right. So oil, like I said, it's very erratic here, and it's all to deal with that new 4-hour switch. Okay. So let's watch and see here. Give it 2 minutes, and then we're going to look at US 30, see how the love is going on. 195 likes, guys. Let's do this. Okay, you guys pump this up to 300, and I will leave you guys with the top down on US 30, and I'll give you guys an oil trade idea right before I leave. Okay, but we got to get it in the next 3 minutes. Let's see if we can do this, guys. I am running now 11 pips on gold. Okay, looking pretty good. So let's just watch and see. There we go, right back down. Okay, now remember, overall TP, guys, if you guys got in any of those kind of sells here, you would look at your daily, okay? You don't let this thing get greedy and open up and flip bullish, okay? You caught the retracement candle here, so don't get sucked into this kind of opportunity, all right? Let's take a look at US 30 here, guys. Kind of consolidating. I know it looked promising before, but you can see it's starting to push and pull to the point where it's like there's just doji candles here. All right, so there's nothing much really kind of happening right now in US 30. All right, let's take a look at that big oil move here. You can see the GBP JPY is starting to push as well. All right, you can see oil dumped off and then had that nice support level. And guys, if you're not sure why that happened here, okay, you can see that right here, there's been some buyers stepping in. Okay. All right. Nice buying opportunities has people, recognizing that 91.5, 91.4 area, and the buyer started to take control. This is exactly what happened with gold, guys, coming near the 200 EMA. All right. So it's not to be, this is not like a shock and awe moment. This is like, it's very obvious when you look at the chart here. Okay. Having 50 pips, guys, if you guys got greedy and didn't secure, right, you guys can see that you guys would have watched all of that profit wash down the drain, and kind of been left sitting there with your hands in your pockets just waiting and wondering what happened. All right, so let's watch and see. I think GU is probably pushing right now, guys. Okay, US 30 selling off. Gold, like I told you, you can see what's happening on gold, coming right near that daily. All right, and we're looking at coming near that 9 EMA here. Okay, so it's still holding very strong. So like I told you guys, even if you didn't, that's okay. You can see that the momentum is still very strong here. If you're trailing your stop loss, okay, you can see that even if you had a 10, 15 pip stop loss, it probably would have been hit regardless, judging by that pullback here, okay? So monitor this. You can see that Nasdaq, guys, pushing right back down into that consolidation area here. All right, coming back near the low at the 13,063. Okay, and then we'll take one more peek at GBP USD, which is giving you a third opportunity to exit. If you guys are not happy with the way the trade is going, it actually gave you 4 opportunities here. Okay, and then you can see it started to sell off. You know, probably filling this wick coming down to that 2100 mark, which is right down below. Okay. So let's take a peek, guys. Let's do US 30. I did a Nasdaq trade and I did a gold trade here. Gold was in profit originally, okay, then it moved to break even. And then my Nasdaq original one loss was here and then made it up on the secondary gold, okay? But GU guys, I didn't take this, all right? I took the original trade around here and exited roughly around break even. And then once I saw this, I didn't look to enter in again just because of the overall chop, okay? This is something that happens generally with GU on Tuesdays, all right? And you know, it's not much that can be done here. We know that Wednesday's got the bigger news, so today is just purely a chop session waiting for the overall continuations. Okay. So Nasty's still down. Okay. You can see that gold starting to hold. And then you have US 30 pushing back down as well. Okay. And then oil. Guys, if it breaks down below 92 here, I will look for another sell. Okay. And it already has. So if at 92 point, we got to get below here. All right, this is the next area of selling opportunities if price is going to drop below. Okay, if you missed the 92, you can look at doing something like this right below here, guys. All right, and then have your stop loss anywhere around in here above the previous structure. We'll go from there, okay? Okay, 249, guys. We're just going to chill here, all right? Going to leave oil alone. We're just going to work on what we have currently. All right, we have about 650 people on here. Okay, if we don't get the interaction that we like, that's okay, guys. I have no issues. Just typing in some stuff in the system we have and then sending it to the trade ideas in the Discord. Okay, if you guys want to be a part of that, absolutely, please join in by just jumping it to 300 likes. Okay, takes no time at all. But again, if you guys are not willing to, that's totally understandable. We can just sit back and watch. Okay, so remember I talked about the short-term pullbacks, guys. All right. Understand that the pullbacks do not last very long. Okay, gold can still pump up. It's still very volumized. All right. So let's just watch and see here how this is going to move. If we're going to sell below the daily resistance, guys, at that 1795, it's looking pretty good. All right. So we'll just watch and see how this move is going to play out coming into that 920 area. Okay, so let's get doing US 30 here. See, Nasdaq is still holding, guys. I still have one lot size contract holding on Nasdaq here. And we'll get rocking our dirty 30. Okay, so look at where we're coming here on Nasdaq, guys. You can see it's very similar to US 30, a lot of indecision. This is on the daily, but look at where we're coming to. Look at the squeeze we have here, nice trend. You can see to the left, guys, this is where we've had that multiple rejections. Okay, right here, that 200 and the 9, coming over here, I guarantee the same setup would have happened, and you can see it just dumped off. All right. Okay, so let's get our daily resistance here, guys, and see we're showing some, not overbought yet, but in that direction. Okay, we're going to get our daily support. Okay, see some 4-hour resistance here. See some 4-hour support just below, guys. All right, let's take a look at the hourly. One-hour resistance. Okay, 922. We're going to look at that support level right below here, guys. You can see we're in that nice consolidation. Okay, and then we'll look at our 15-minute, guys. Everything is just slow today, consolidated. Not much can be done. It's kind of like having a continuation from London. I watched the London session today, and it was just very slow. Some of the worst trading. And you can see that it's a lot of because there's no news here. All right, a lot of news drives the market. Obviously, everyone knows that. And with the nothing being on the agenda today, it is it's killing the vibe. It's killing the momentum here. So you can see nice holding on that 15-minute. Let's take a look at the 5, and we're gonna go from here. Okay, so nice 5-minute resistance right here. Okay, I think Goldie had that nice continuation, guys. So remember we talked about those short-term pullbacks, very short-lived. I think it started to push back up. We'll take a peek right after that 5-minute support. Okay. Okay, good. All right, guys, so we're just going to watch here US 30 for a second. I'm going to go get a refill on a coffee here, and I will be right back, guys. 2 seconds. All right, guys, so you can see that nice consolidation movement is still holding on US 30 here. All right, give it about 2 minutes and then we'll get it, see if we're going to hold that level of support. Okay, what time is it here? We got about 9:25, 9:26 here. Let's rock and roll. Okay, guys, so let's take a peek at US 30 here. All right, if it likes to show this bullish momentum, we got about 4 minutes. You can see that that's at that 50 mark, 32850. All right. Okay, you can see it's at that top wick there, guys. So if you move that up, looking for a whole number here. Let's watch and see, guys, how this is going to move. All right. If we start to find some buys here, you can see that there's opportunity for the trend starting to hold. So let's just watch and see if we break above here. All right, want to get above this 15-minute right here. Okay, that's my area that I'm looking for. Okay, and if we break down below, guys, I'm looking for that 5-minute support level being broken, waiting to break this key level right here. Okay, so that short, we're looking at somewhere below here. I'm not going to draw a whole green box, but it's just below, looking for that continuation. All right, ooh, sorry, wrong one. All right. So here we go, guys. About 2 more minutes left. Okay, so if you're new, guys, don't really, look to trade this. You guys can see that today it's been really choppy. It's up to you whether you want to do this or not. Okay, but just if you are, use a smaller area here. Last thing you want to see is, if you're not trusting the way that it's trading, is to start to smash these buys and sells. It's better to just walk away and maybe come back tomorrow looking for the opportunity with some news-driven entities. Okay, looking for the continuation. So. Okay. So let's watch and see here, guys. Opportunities starting to show. Got about 1 minute left, guys. Let's watch. Get ready for it. Nasdaq is starting to push. Let's take a peek here real quick. You can see that gold is starting to push right back above that 97.5. Okay, so keep that in mind. Remember I told you short-lived. You can see that Nasdaq slowly starting to get a little bit of support level here too. All right, these levels are still valid. Okay, so keep that in mind. I still have that buy there, very small position. Okay, and coming to under 30 seconds. Let's take a little more peek at GU, guys. You can see that, look at GU, still consolidating. It's still holding that trend, which is bullish. Okay, nothing came back down. It didn't hit our stop loss just yet for the 2100. All right, so monitor accordingly. And we're going to start focusing on US 30 strictly now. Okay. Here's the new candle opened up. Okay, you can see they just started to dump this right before, and they're slowly starting to show some momentum. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, everything's kind of pushing here. We got to get a close. You can see it just started to wick above. Nasdaq push 2. US 30 slowly starting to push. All right, you can see that level of resistance, guys, is very strong. That's why I'm starting to push it right above there. Okay. Okay, so just waiting here. A lot of resistance coming from that key level, guys. You see how I mentioned to you at that nice above area at that 32861. Okay, it's critical, guys. That's why I put it a little bit higher than that original potential 32850. All right, you got to understand that we need to get a close below there because that was the next previous rejection area, which happened to the left. Okay, and you can see it sent price pushing right back down, which was a smart idea for us to put it up there rather than just put it right above the consolidation zone. Okay, everything is starting to fall down now, so just wait. Okay, I'm just going to sit tight and watch this news, guys. Or sorry, watch this open here, let it do its thing. If it starts to sell off here, I'm just going to let it walk, okay? Okay, so they're not letting this thing push above at all. It's continuing to sell, guys. Nasdaq pushed down 2. Okay, so that would have hit your stop loss for maybe 20, 30 pips if you guys still held. Okay, and let it do its thing here. Let the first candle play out, guys. Let the first candle play out. Let it do its thing here. And we're going to watch until about 9:35. Okay, everything is starting to dump off, guys. So if this hourly support is going to get broken, I think this is going to be the tumble. Okay, you can see that this thing's going to fall probably back down to that 32740, 32700 area if we still get that momentum push. Okay, so let it do its thing here. Let it bounce in and out. Nasdaq tumbled, guys, still dumping off, so we can see if US 30 is going to follow suit. Okay, so a lot of consolidation here. Gold did break below that 92 mark, guys, so you can see it's still closing below that 9 EMA, dropped down near the low of 91.2. All right, there goes US 30 here. Okay, I am in a US 30 buy right now, guys. You can see on the screen, one lot, one contract order is pushing so far. So let's watch and see if we're going to get that continuation. We've got about 27 seconds left, guys. So remember I tell you wait for the first candle. If you didn't, you went for a wild ride here. If you held anything, you went for a wild ride. If not, now is the time to probably look. Sorry, guys, my voice is killing me. Now is the time to probably watch and see what kind of move you're looking for. Okay, gold pushed up to 1800, guys. It just tapped 1800 and it's starting to retrace down a bit. Remember, I told you those short-term pullbacks are short-lived. All right, you can see that this is the exact reason why. And the momentum is still very strong on gold. So we're just going to see what's going to happen with US 30 now. I'm still running in it. It's nice buy opportunity here, still holding. This is going to push. It's a lot of rejection here, guys. A lot of resistance, but the momentum is still showing nice bullish signs here. All right, you can see the nice little uptrend forming. We're just going to see if we're going to get that little lift off, but above that, there we go, 32,800. There we go, guys. There we go. Okay, so don't get greedy here. All right, I'm gonna look to secure this, guys. Yeah, there we go. You can see that's why. Nice little rejection. It's lagging. I can't do anything about that, guys. I got full connection here. Okay, so nice pullback. All right. So take a peek, guys. You can see the indecision. All right. It ran about, you can see, I would say about maybe 30 pips and had the retracement, guys. It's lagging a bit on my, I guess, on my screen, so if you guys are not seeing that, it's all right. Can't do much about it. I have full bars as what I'm doing, so if you guys missed that because of that, then, you know, that's probably the best thing. You can see that gold is starting to pull back now from that 1796, okay? Okay, so let's take a peek at gold after tapping 1800. Okay, so we're coming right back down to that general area, see 1800 sell off. And when we start to break here, guys, that 90 coming to the daily. All right, we're looking at 90, almost 95 here. So let's just watch and see. Everything is kind of pushing and pulling. Guys, my internet is not too sure why it's slow. Okay, then there's your US 30 again, guys. I apologize. I don't know why this is. Rogers is striking again. Here, Rogers is not having the best connection. All right, there's not much I can do here. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream, okay? And we will resume tomorrow, guys. All right. Not much I can do about this, so hopefully you guys can understand, and then we will go from there. Okay, so guys, if you can hear me, have a great day. I do apologize about this. Like I said, I have full bars. I'm not on anything else other than live, so I'm not too sure why this is happening. It could be something happening in the area. This does happen from time